Sengoku Basara is an action game that you'll notice is a lot like Dynasty Warriors. This means that you're going to spend a lot of time moving from area to area beating up enemies who don't really fight back. It has a number of unique playable characters, some of which have abilities that make things rather interesting. Here I'm going to show you a method to reach the maximum possible combo count, as well as a way to pretty much break almost all the boss fights in the game. For this method of getting the maximum combo count possible, you're going to want to pick Magoichi as your character, and you're going to want to pick this stage whose name I'm not going to butcher in pronunciation. The reason that you want to pick this stage in particular is because there are urns on this stage that make it so that the basic enemies can't die. Whenever you kill somebody, they just stand back up. In order to pull this off, all you have to do is go over to any edge of the area that you're in, and then use Magoichi's L1 plus triangle attack. This is her attack where she sweeps people in the air with a kick, and then she keeps them up there with her machine gun. This move is perfect for this because it generates a lot of hits, doesn't knock the enemies away when it's finished, and you can follow it up with itself. There's plenty of time after the move finishes to execute it again and keep the combo going, and since you're in the corner or against a wall or something like that, the move isn't going to make you move around and break the combo in any way, and the enemies aren't going to be going anywhere as well, so really you just keep doing it until you get tired of it. At most, it should take you about 12 minutes to hit the caps for the maximum combo count, and it should take you about 7 minutes to reach the maximum amount of money it'll let you earn for the stage. Why exactly should you bother doing this? Well, you get a whole lot of experience, which is probably better earned actually playing the game and having fun, rather than spending 12 minutes just repeating the same action over and over. But, let's see, you get a lot of money, but money's pretty much worthless in this game. Well, at least it'll get you a trophy, because, you know. For the next trick, you're going to need to use Motonari as your character. He has some of the most interesting options amongst all the characters in the game, especially with this move he has where he creates a barrier. It's an offensive and a defensive weapon. It's a big shield that sits in front of you that only you can move, that also causes damage to any enemies that it contacts, as well as causing knockback. These are some really interesting properties to the move that I figured could be abused in some way. So I tested the barrier out on the gate guards, who are stationary enemies. Since the gate guards can't be moved, I figured that the barrier would cause constant damage. I was correct, so I decided, well, what if I can trap other enemies in a situation in which they also can't move? And by this, I mean, can I destroy the game and break the boss fights with this? The answer was yes.
Die for all I can. You interest me not.
It's that easy.
I lived an honest life.
This character also has a move where he deploys a decoy that both regular enemies and bosses will focus on instead of you. All you have to do is walk into any corner, throw up a decoy, and then while the boss is fighting the decoy, you throw up the barrier. Just like that. It works almost every time, and when the barrier levels up, you can deploy 2 of them and just, keep throwing up barriers and keeping them trapped until it whittles them down. It really breaks the game. He has a lot of ridiculous options, and it makes him a game-breaking character, but I think it just makes him really fun to use. I mean, who takes a game like this seriously? Also, he has a heat ray. This game is incredibly open, terribly silly, and full of details that I generally wouldn't come to expect in a game like this. I really like this game. I think I'm going to try doing a playthrough where I never touch the ground.